Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for the memorial service of Manchester United season, which died last week at the hands of Arsenal Football Club. Kindly join me in taking in a moment of silence to remember Champions League Varane, Jadon Sancho, and of course Cristiano Ronaldo and all of the idiots that was swinging in the fucking car park. Just join me in a minute of silence, please, peeps. Cue that intro. Let's go, baby. Let's go. How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. Penny, did you like that intro, Penny?
I think that is one of your better intros, to be honest.
Really?
It wasn't cringeworthy. I really think
That's one of
way
the
better
best.
than your
One of
singing.
the best intros.
I think that's one of your
thank
better
you.
intros, to be honest.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel. We are back. It's been, 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, gentlemen?
Away, 2
Yeah.
weeks. 2
2
weeks of pain.
But
But
we
felt
are
like
back.
there's no break.
We are back. Welcome, Isidore. How you doing, my brother?
My bro, David D. Klopp signed contract, my bro. How exciting am I, my bro? Ecstatic, brah. Ecstatic, my bro. Yes,
You
man.
can be happy. I'm not happy because that means more pain and misery for me until 2026, bro.
That is why I'm so excited, man. That is why look at Benny also. Benny's even like already angry. Come on, Benny, man.
I'm not angry. I'm angry. Yeah.
Love. Benny B, the man with the biggest smile. How are you, my bro? Are you still smiling
I'm
during
always
all of
good,
this?
bro. I've noticed and realized that I'm not gonna let United get me down anymore, bro. I'm tossed the fuck out with the season, and I've hurt as much as I can hurt when it comes to United, and I can't hurt anymore. 5-0 to Liverpool, losing to Arsenal, but losing 9-0 on aggregate to Liverpool for the season. So there's nothing more that can hurt me the way I've already been hurt. Absolutely nothing. So
Damn,
I just move on. I move on.
you
my
know
man.
what? It's peak when you're in that acceptance stage. I know, but I know what you know.
Away. That's when you're top level, top tier shit of done.
That's when you know you've reached the peak. People are just sitting and laughing. But now it's good to have you back.
Top
good to
level
be back.
time.
And of course, I always have to do my man's intro. My brother from another mother, Beasteroni Escabab. You know,
You know.
Beasteroni Escabab. You know,
You know.
Astrid Thomas. How you doing, Beasteroni?
Good, and you, Davey? I can't
Always
complain. I'm the last one that can complain.
I gotta save the best for last. Gotta save the best for last. But peeps, you know what to do. Like the thing, slap a like on the video if you're new in here. Subscribe, of course. Leave your comments in the chat box. We'll obviously post them up and get it talking. You know what? Let's not waste any more time. Let's divert right into this. And there's only one place that I want to start, and that's the reason why I'm wearing a suit, is because of this team right now. I'm wearing all black. Manchester United. So, Penny, before I give your thoughts, of course, I'm sure you have a lot to say. But I saw
No,
a
I
leak
don't.
that came. I saw a leak that came out earlier. It's from the Manchester United Empire. So I'm gonna go through all of them. It's a lot actually, so just bear with me. And it's
Okay.
relating to Ralf Rangnick. I swear down, it feels like Ralf. I literally believe Ralf has a dartboard in his office with each of the players of Manchester United's faces there, and he just decides, watch out, you getting it. What? Now I'm gonna come for you. What? Anyway, so let me not waste any more of your time. Let's dive right into it. So Rangnick has privately branded Man United's dressing room as selfish, overinflated, lacking quality, and too powerful. Senior sources inside Carrington say Rangnick has been staggered by the lack of professionalism amongst the first team. Rangnick claims some of Manchester United players have blatantly ignored his instructions when he's given them a pattern of play to employ in certain games. Rangnick has also told John Murtaugh. I like that name, John Murtaugh. Isn't that from Danny Glover in Lethal Weapon? Murtaugh.
Yeah.
No.
Murtaugh.
It's flying me all the afternoon, man. Anyway, Rangnick has shown John Murtaugh And Richard Arnold, many of United's players are not fit for purpose and
He
physically
named it.
cannot cope with high-energy opponents who run further. Ragnick has advised the United hierarchy to ditch the habit of signing big-name players for a short-term fix. He has told staff at the club that he believes Gary Neville is right in his assessment that United's team is broken. Ragnick does not rate Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, Phil Jones, and is unsure about Victor Lindelof's decisiveness and positioning. Ralf believes Harry Maguire has carried a can of a series of inept defensive displays by United, but feels United £18 million investment is so substantial the club simply cannot write him off. He's told Murtaugh signing players like Edison Cavani at the end of their careers after a failed experiment with Odion Igalo in 2020 is short-sighted and sticking a plaster strategy that has no future. In midfield, Ragnick has been shocked that United don't have the energy and physicality needed in the modern game. He believes it's an area that needs urgent attention, with at least 2 hard-running, high-energy recruits needed, plus a playmaker. Ralf Ragnick will present incoming boss Erik ten Hag with a shocking dossier of shame on every first-team Manchester United player. Ralf has told United they need a clear out. Penny, the floor is yours, my man, because that's damning for me.
But can I first start off by saying that I hope that when you have children, you're not the one that reads the bedtime stories, bro.
Why?
Fuck me, that was traumatizing. But anyway. Fuck it. It's like Men in Black reading a fucking horror to me. Hey! Men in
But it's
Black
not a bedtime story.
Oh, but bruh.
It's not a bedtime story.
But I hope that it
I would
doesn't.
also read that like
Because you
it.
can't read like, fuck no, bro. It's serious, it's that. Anyways, I
If
agree
you must show that
100%.
article now, you'll see all the punctuation marks there, exclamation marks.
Yeah.
But I agree 100% with everything that was said there. And I agree that you can see it on the pitch. The performance is safe for itself. That is a dressing room that is broken. That is a dressing room that from last year, it was one of the most harmonious dressing rooms under Solskjaer when we ended second, to the mess that it is in now. And Ralf is 100% correct in saying that the players that is there is not good enough. I can believe when he says that they don't follow his instructions, because nobody, no coach in their right mind will send a team out to play that shit. No coach. Not Ole,
Week in,
not
week
Ralf,
out.
nobody. No coach will send. Where I do blame Ralf was the fuck up of the 3 at the back against Poole and starting Phil fucking Jones, bro. When you start Phil Jones, you automatically start 2-0 down. And that's what we were like in 11 minutes. Anyways, I feel the signing of Ronaldo sacked Ole. I said that at the beginning of the season, that's the worst case scenario. And it turned out to be exactly that. So with the egos that is there in that dressing room, the sense of being a Manchester United player is lost on those players that are there in that dressing room right now as we speak. That's why we have all the ex-players and the pundits coming out saying that these guys are not fit to wear the shirt. Fans, hardcore fans, are protesting every single week at Old Trafford that these players are not fit to wear the shirt. And there's no change in their play. There's no change in their performance. There's no change in their desire. Nothing. So the biggest problem we have in that dressing room right now is all the players that is out of contract, that the season is done. They have literally nothing to play for. The only thing that is on their minds now is where they're going to sign the next contract. And worst case scenario for them is getting injured because they're out of contract at the end of the season. What do? We already have an injury list a mile fucking long. Fred, Maguire, thank God. Sancho, Cavani, Wan-Bissaka, all out for Chelsea. Who's going to have to play? Players that are out of contract. Chelsea is murdering and slaughtering United tonight. And I think Brentford is as well. All 4 games left in the season. I can see us taking a single point from all 4. To be honest with you, that's the form that we are in right now. And it's what we deserve. Saturday against Arsenal, we did not deserve that result per se, because the performances were there. I feel that United were a bit unlucky, to be honest. Especially if that penalty goes in, the game change.
You win the game. You'll win the game. I think you win the game.
I think because your goal, your third goal came against the run of play. And when it's
definitely.
2-1, the next goal is crucial. We had all the opportunities in the world. As shit as we were, we could still carve Arsenal open. And no player would want to miss opportunities like that. It's just pure and it's unlucky. It's unlucky. But in this league, you get what you deserve. Where we are on this log is where we exactly deserve to be. And we don't deserve Champions League. Not at all. Not with the performances that we put in this season. If you lose to your biggest rival, who's Liverpool, 9-0 on aggregate, home and the fuck away, you don't deserve to be in Champions League. You lose to your derby neighbor, City, home and away, you don't deserve to be in Champions League. Done.
Would you say coming eighth, would that be a benefit to United?
Well, as you heard, that United's moved away from the Galactico signing. So it's not going to be that difficult to entice players, the caliber or the quality of player, to come to United under Erik ten Hag without Europe. It will give him, as a manager, more time to employ his tactics, more time to put his footprint on the club if we don't get Europe. And I don't want Europa because that is worse than Champions League. Because the Thursday
Agreed.
to a Sunday, it's worse. So I
Agreed.
wouldn't even want Europa League. I feel being out of Europe assisted, and it was to the advantage of Arsenal. That's what helped us this season. That break in that midweek breaks. And I feel for a new manager, I think that's crucial because Ralf, since he came in, didn't have time. He didn't have 2 days of training sessions with his United team ever since he signed. So time is crucial. And like he said, there's going to be about 10 players leaving and quite a lot coming in. And the budget that they're talking about is not that much. I'm thinking a lot of, you get the top players, you get the bottom below that, and then the third level, I think that's where we're going. I feel Ralf would like to sign players at the beginning of their contracts, at the beginning of their careers, rather than at the end, because this season we have a front line that is 94 years old combined.
Gee,
And
was.
you can count on your one hand how much games both were available. It's a joke.
True.
It's a joke.
That's mad.
And that can't be repeated next season. So a big, huge overall clear out is what is needed. We are rock bottom, and when you are rock bottom, you start from the bottom up. There's
Facts.
no stone unturned. Get rid of every fucker.
Check
that
your
needs to
Benny,
get rid of.
just to add as well.
That guy's just loving life, man.
Check your
No,
Benny,
it is
just to-
Leave him,
just to-
leave
just
him,
to-
leave him.
Just to add as well to what you said, I feel Pogba against Liverpool also. That was a fake injury, my bro. You
Nah,
can't
he's
tell
been
me
out
4
of the
minutes
season.
into the
You
game.
can't say that. He's
Nah,
out
it's
of the
just a fake
season.
injury. Nah, 4 minutes onto the field, my bro. You were literally walking on the field and you got injured.
Yeah, but he's out for the season. So he was injured. I thought he's like, fuck this. Look how we run. Look how this man is running us mad. I'm going to fake an injury. I really thought that. I think
Just what-
everybody
on-
thought that.
On what Benny said now, the one thing that I don't really agree with is the fact that
Also
United
through
can't
Aslam.
attract top players when they're not in Europe. I still feel that United, with the club that they are and the history that they have, they are still a dynasty of a football club.
Of course.
Everyone knows it's the coach. Everyone knows they need a coach that's going to change the mindsets of the players. So
Facts.
I still feel them attracting top players, that the top earners, the most expensive players. Even without Europe, they will sacrifice a year not wanting to play in Europe if it means we're playing for United. I think Sancho, a lot of players learned a lot about his move going over. But I still feel if they finish 8th at the end of the season, if they're not in Europe next year, they can still attract. In this transfer window, they're still going to attract because the change with Ten Hag coming in, it's something positive. And they're seeing the dead weight being pushed away, the players leaving that they're releasing, it's out of contract. I think the big players will still want to play there. If you can't opt now for like Lewandowski, Benzema. That is top players, but they don't have a lot of time. They don't have, but they're top players. So no, Exactly. I want to add on to why I'm mentioning those names, because I'm saying those are the type of players that you can attract, but you're going to fall back into the Cavani boat, back into the Ronaldo boat, where it's big names, but they're dead. They're going to give you one good season, 2 good seasons, and the salaries you're going to pay for them, you could have paid for 2 Rashfords, two
Yeah.
Sanchos, that age groups. That if their mindset is right, Rashford will never be so cuck if United wasn't this cuck. Rashford, for me, is one of the best young players that United brought out in this millennium time, where we saw that United's academy is coming through. Rashford was the one that everyone went to, like, he's matric, he's playing here, he just scored on debut. This youngster is going to be, how can that talent just be taken away from you?
Yeah,
That
but
is
the
a
thing with
youngster,
sorry, Pista.
that's,
The difference with Rashford is now, like you can see, he comes from the academy, man. He's United born and bred. He has took himself off social media. He's done nothing but put his head down and work. That's all you see him do.
that's
He's
what,
been training.
that's what I was trying to see. Tell you now, Rashford is that one good apple that's in that
Yeah.
basket with the rotten apples. So obviously, whatever they're doing, it's going to stem down on him, and it's going to show in his performance, which it is. Everyone is
Yeah.
saying bench Rashford, bench, but I would bench him, yes, if his performance is not there. But you can't sell, you can't leave Sobra out of your team. I would keep Rashford until he ends his career, because you know what he can do. If you bring the right bunch of players with him, look at him when he played with Zlatan. Because when Zlatan was there, United was still playing football. So the dressing room was not as bad as what it is now. So
Yeah.
if they have the right bunch of players with the right mindsets, because they don't have cut players, we all know that on paper United should beat any team. But
Exactly.
everything else besides what's on paper, that's what's wrong. So to change that,
Okay.
I still feel big players can come in, make a big difference. And like Aslam said there, young players, they're going for top money. So I don't think people are shocked anymore when they get 50 million signings, 80 million signings for a
Yeah.
22-year-old, because to me that makes sense. What doesn't make sense is when you're paying that big money for older players.
Yeah.
For 30
And
years
you're
old,
coming
away.
with, yeah, and they're going for that ridiculous money, because that for me is money making. You coming there for a year, you on a year contract. That salary you get a week is like Salah, Mane, and Trent salary together that they get in one go. So
Away.
I still see United come, but like Benny said, no Europe is going to be a blessing in disguise. I mentioned that about a year in the pod with Arsenal. They should be out of Europe. It's going to help them a bit. They started the season very cut, but look how it's coming out. They can train whole week and play the
Exactly.
weekend. Train whole week, play the
Tevez is
weekend.
right.
Don't
Tevez is
fly
right.
to Kazakhstan.
That's the
True.
cuck. Tevez is right, because he must still find his form of his injury. He hasn't done that. And I mean, Rashford was
True.
out for what, 6 months?
Yeah,
Okay, longer, because it was COVID, remember?
yeah.
So he still hasn't found his form ever since this
Yeah.
form from before the injury. He played with that injury, with that sore back for 2 years. For 2 years. So with him, it will come. Also, I don't agree with United wanting to sell him. I don't think he's one of the players that needs to go. I don't think he's dead wood in the team. But it's just him. He's the only one that I'd fucking keep.
Aslam, what Aslam is saying there, I think United's wage structure is already bad.
It's already
I think
fucked.
they
Yeah. It's already done.
attract young, it's, whether they're going to attract young players and pay them, they can't pay them more than what they're already paying the current deadwood.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Benny, just before we move on to the top four race, 3 players that I've seen you guys have been linked with this morning was Frankie de Jong, even though I don't think he wants Champions League football as well. Pau Torres is another one that you guys were linked with, and there was another one. I'm missing one player.
Oh, Sebastian Halle. Sebastian Halle.
There's another one, man. I'm missing out on. Oh. But Declan Rice. Declan Rice is the other one.
It's Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice.
Calvin
Yuri
Phillips as well.
Timber.
Yeah, there we go. Who would you
Yuri
take out of
Timber.
those? Realistically, who do you see you getting?
Anthony. So my 3 is Anthony, it's Calvin Phillips, and it's Yuri Timber.
Fair enough.
That's
Fair enough.
my
I like Anthony actually. He's a bit of a
Anthony and Yuri Timber come with Ten Hag from Ajax. Yuri Timber is 22 years old. The way he plays at the back, I've seen clips of him. He's brilliant, and he's a big part of the way that Eric Ten Hag plays. he needs his centre backs to be ball playing, and I think Yuri Timber at 22 is one of the best in the world. So I'm hoping.
I'm
for
excited.
You were saying, Beast?
He's frozen.
I just want to see him
Well,
under Ten Hag by United.
He needs time. He needs time. The fans need to realize that this is not going to be a quick fix. It's not time and patience. That's what
Yeah, but
United
do
fans must
United have
learn,
time?
bro.
That's the thing, or you're gonna have
And
patience.
I think, like that, Benny, that should have been, like Fergie said when he left, that should have been with Moyes. That should have been with Van Gaal. The changeover was too quick because of the size of the club and what they expect. The brand is that big. They needed the results immediately. But you also can't blame them because of the amount of money that they were willing to spend. So you as a manager had to come in, and you can't just spend 300 million in a transfer window and then do nothing.
Win
Not
nothing.
even make top 4. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough. Let me just ask you, Benny, your prediction for United Chelsea? Score prediction?
Yo, I told Bell this morning, United 1, Chelsea 5.
Yeah.
Modest. That's modest.
You tell me, yo, Benny, that's it.
God is so God believe it, but it doesn't.
I tell him
Yeah,
now,
United
we
great,
we are piss poor, but we're not but we're not that poor. But yeah, I'm thinking probably a 2-2 draw. Chelsea and United.
He made me waste my coffee this morning. He made me waste my coffee this morning with that cuck status.
Who?
The comparisons, Bruno and I saw that. Fred and Keita, Bruno and Thiago. I saw that.
Bruno and Thiago, yeah.
United Brentford, Benny.
United 1, Brentford 1.
Gee,
You said 4 points from the next 4.
He did say 4, yeah. He did say 4. Anyways, gents, let's talk top 4 race. I'm not going to lie. A week ago, I thought, nah, we are done. It's over. It's finished. But typical Arsenal will go and lose to Crystal Palace, will lose to Brighton, lose to Southampton, and then come up and beat Chelsea and beat Manchester United in typical Arsenal fashion. Then, luckily for us, Tottenham dropped points against Brighton and they dropped points against Brentford. I just want to ask, who gets top 4? Because I seriously don't know. Honestly, we are in the running. We are the favorites for it because obviously we're 2 points clear. But I just feel that the West Ham game is going to be vital this weekend. And then I think we should get past Leeds. But the Spurs game, I think it comes down to that one. How do you guys see it going? Who gets top 4? Beast, I'll start with you.
If I'm you, I'm not actually concerned about West Ham because if you see their fixtures, West Ham has a lot of control in what they can do. Besides their top 4 or European hopes of Europa League or anything, they play youth, they play City, and they play relegation teams. So their fixtures is not as big, or you would say as important to them. Yes, it's important for the European hopes, but for the other clubs, it's just as important. Like, I still believe that West Ham or City's knock is going to come with West Ham. I feel West Ham is going to cause an upset there. Not maybe win it, but they're going to do a Crystal Palace on them. Like this, exactly the same thing that Crystal Palace did on them. And the remaining 2 spots, Liverpool and City is obviously through already. I don't see Spurs is very inconsistent. I see us running all over them again this weekend.
I hope so.
Let's brew dreams. Let's have big dreams. Davis, get out of the fantasy, bro.
I'm more leaning towards Arsenal than to Chelsea to make the top 4, to be honest. Because I don't see Chelsea winning their remaining games either. They're going to buckle somewhere. They're going to focus on FA Cup. They can't win the league. They're going to focus on FA Cup. They're playing us in the FA Cup.
Prediction for tonight? Prediction for tonight, Mister?
2-2 draw.
It's the same as mine.
2-2 draw. Did you say 2-2?
1-1.
You didn't say Chelsea?
No, 1-1.
I said.
One
was Brentford.
Yeah, and Ilanga's going to score. I hope he plays tonight. Ilanga's going to score.
Rashford and Ilanga score tonight.
Rashford will be a... If Rashford score, then you win. Then I change my prediction. If Rashford score, you win. He's going to score the winner. But for now, it's 2-2. But yeah, top 4, I think. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Is
I
it
think
how do you
Europa
see it going?
spots.
Sorry to break your word. Beast, the Europa spots you were saying?
I say that the Europa spots is going to be a bigger fight than the top 4 spots. That 5, 6, 7 guys there between Spurs,
We're
West
out of
Ham,
top 4
United.
TVs.
Fair enough.
We are out
That's
of
going to
top
be
4
the issue.
TVs.
Is it how do you see the top 4 is going, my bro?
Like Beaster said, it's Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. That is my prediction. And prediction for tonight, I say Chelsea 2-1.
Chelsea 2-1. I'm going with United to win 2-1, actually.
No, because you want
Believe it or-
United to win. You're going with
Of
your
course,
heart
I want
and
United
fucking
to win.
head.
Hey, man, I don't like
You
to
want
see you like
United.
this, man. Look at you. You think I enjoy this? It's fun
Nah,
in
I
the
can-
first 10 minutes of the pod, but afterwards I feel sorry for you, man. I don't like to see you like this. I want to see you smiling.
I
see
feel
you
this
happy.
was worse than when Ole got sacked. I was very down just before Ole got sacked. I feel this is worse, to be honest with you.
Now check your Benny,
Don't worry.
You guys-
but I must say, check your Benny, but I must say that you guys did play well against Arsenal, bro.
They did.
In the
It's just that-
patches,
it's just
in
that-
patches, no. If you take the game 90 minutes, United played better than them for 15 to 20 minutes of that game. Done.
Yeah.
And in that 15 to 20 minutes, when you get that spell, especially against a
You
team
must
like
take your
Arsenal,
And you
chances.
must,
you must take your chance.
Take your chances.
You
Must take your chances.
But
guys.
again-
But
I mean,
said,
Bruno
if you
must-
don't- I was telling the
Open
guys we were
goal,
watching it,
Bruno hit the ball, Bruno missed the penalty. So,
But check your,
Bruh.
I just want to, can you give me your opinion on the second goal, my bro, of United?
on the...
That penalty, the second goal. Can you hear me?
What about it?
Now,
what
can you
about
give
it?
me? Yeah. What do you?
What I
What do
think?
you?
No, it's penalty. It's penalty. It was
Okay.
penalty. The way he nudged him in his back, it was penalty.
Yeah.
The goal was offside, but that was definitely a penalty.
Yeah, it's a
And
penalty.
also the incident with the handball of there was
That's
Sancho was
also a
run.
penalty.
Cedric.
That's
That's
also
also a
penalty.
penalty. Cedric Suarez, that's also a penalty.
Yeah.
I've
Crawling
seen it.
penalty.
They didn't even review that. They didn't even review
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Fair
But that's
enough.
what happens when you play away. I mean, this season, VAR was more consistent than not. And if we had anything going on that game, I'd be more upset, but I'm not, though. Because I
Yeah.
honestly didn't see us winning that game. And the best I was hoping for was a draw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Sorry, and for the top 4, you guys are forgetting that West Ham is playing tonight.
tonight,
playing
tonight as
Eintracht
well. Yeah,
Frankfurt
No,
that's the
in the
thing.
semi-final.
Yeah.
So
Playing
you
for-
guys are playing an extremely tired team on Saturday.
Let's see what happens. Arsenal just know how to fuck things up. Really, nothing is ever plain sailing with that team. Let's move along. Champions League. Let's start with Madrid and City before we come on to Liverpool. I can see Beast around
Oh,
there. Isidore
Ah,
purring and waiting, but gents, what a game, my lordy.
One of the
lord.
best games.
that's final. That's final quality there. That game
Ah,
on its own was
bro.
final quality.
that was brilliant. Yeah.
And that's the
Benzema.
one reason I don't want an all English final. Because
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
see
gonna
it being
ask you,
as
actually.
entertaining as what that Spanish, the Spanish and English games together, we know there's always going to be shit happening. But with it's an all English final, look at Liverpool Spurs. That was the worst Champions League final
Oh, it
ever
was
No
horrible.
Chelsea
that I
City.
ever watched.
I feel Chelsea City was worse. Chelsea City was cuck.
Nah.
You know what?
Spurs
I
was
on
nowhere
my
in
nerves
that
for
game.
Liverpool
Even
and
United
Spurs, man.
Chelsea final in 2008 was a shitty final. It wasn't nice football. It was cagey as fuck.
Like, you were with me on the weekend away. I celebrated that before kickoff already. I said we win. I had a top on and said champions.
Yeah.
Because
Away
Spurs
that
had,
Paninka. Yo, that Paninka. And he missed 2
that just
penalties
shows his
before that.
confidence now.
And he
Before
missed
that,
2
yeah.
before that. Imagine.
Would you guys write him for Ballon d'Or?
Yes.
Yeah. He's in contention. Yes.
It should be between him and Sadio Mane. I wouldn't be disappointed if either of them win it.
What
But
about
for
Mo
me, the favorite. No.
and Mo?
No. Mo can't win it with and not Mane.
Beast, how do you see it going?
Why not?
Look, I know the World Cup is in
Because,
November. so
because
it's obviously gonna
whatever
hinge on
Mo
that
is
as well.
gonna get for Liverpool, whatever Mo is gonna get for Liverpool, so is Mane. And Mane has the African Nations Cup. He
Has
can't. Mo Salah can't win it ahead of Sadio Mane.
I feel I would accepted if Mo gets it because he should have got it at least twice already
Yeah,
in his
but
career.
Beaster, no.
And-
Then give it now to Lewandowski then.
Yeah.
Then give it now to Lewandowski then, because he also deserved it.
No, he got that made up award that they made up that one night. They made it up. They got the name for it and they gave
The
it to him.
fake Zalo.
Yeah, they gave him that award. I just feel that Mane individually, he wasn't as good as Ballon d'Or, I feel. Yes, the
that's why I
accolades he
think
won,
Benzema-
but it's not individual.
But look at how
Look
what
at Real
Benzema
Madrid.
did. Yeah, look at
What did
Benzema
Madrid
and the
win?
goals that he scored. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Beaster, they're gonna win the league. They're gonna win La Liga.
Yeah, on
They have-
Saturday. On Saturday.
They are in contention. I feel that Madrid has the advantage going to the second league ahead of City with a 4-3.
I also think
I
so.
feel that Madrid have the advantage being in the final with Liverpool. And sorry, don't get me wrong. Liverpool for me is still the favourites for the Champions League. But I feel that they are the favourites to get Liverpool in the final. So Benzema should get it. I feel he should be the favourite. Anyone with
But now
France.
you're going on individual. You're going on individual. So that's why I say Mo. Because I'm also going on the individual. He's going to win Golden Boot again.
But did you see the late winners that Karim Benzema has scored for Real Madrid this season?
No,
Especially in the
I'm not
Champions
taking
League.
Benzema out. I'm not taking him out.
Especially in the Champions
No.
League.
Replacing,
And for
I'm taking
France.
Mo out. Fucking listen. I'm taking Sadio Mane out and putting Mo in. I'm not saying Benzema shouldn't be there. I'm trying to justify why I say Mo instead of Mane. Yes, he won an AFCON, but individually he's not been brilliant if you compare him to Salah. That's the
I
point
know
I'm
what you
trying
mean,
to
Vic.
make, because a Ballon d'Or for me, it's individual. That's why I hated the fact that Messi won the Copa America and then he got it. Because now it's a trophy he never won. I won it and I got the ball. I'm a Messi fan.
Well,
but that's
if
cut reasoning.
Liverpool wins the Champions League, it's probably going to be a Liverpool player that gets Ballon d'Or. If Real Madrid wins the Champions League, it's definitely
What
going
makes
to
you
be
so
Benzema.
certain?
What makes you say?
Who
What
won
makes you
the
so
Ballon
certain of
d'Or?
it?
When we won the Champions League, who won the Ballon d'Or?
Messi.
That goat.
Messi won it. Yeah.
When Mane,
I feel
we
that
had
if
7
City wins the
players.
Champions League, if City wins the Champions League and City wins the league, then Kevin De Bruyne should get it.
We won. We had 7 players in the top 20 of the Ballon d'Or list. Not one won it.
Not one, yeah. I remember.
The reason why
7
not one
players.
was because
Van Dijk.
7 players split the vote. 7 players split the vote. You understand? Ballon d'Or is voted by coaches and captains, right?
Captains, yeah.
And a few journalists,
Yeah.
esteemed
It's
journalists.
mostly
So
journalists.
if you have 7 of one club, that's gonna split the vote.
It's gonna split the
But
vote.
it
Yeah.
goes.
It's gonna split the vote.
That's top 20. That's top 20. Now we're going to top 10. Then the votes come again in. Now it's
Even
top
worse.
3, top 5.
Even worse.
No, but then,
Even worse.
then everyone, Trink was out, Van Dijk was out, Alisson was out, Mane was out. It was just Salah. He was the shortlisted one from Liverpool in the top 3. In the top
Yeah.
5, it was just him.
Don't you
And he still did. What did they give him? A Puskas. A cuck goal against Everton. Good goal, but there's never a Puskas award.
Because it
Nah,
deserved
that's
it.
never
people
Puskas
live in
award. Not for me
Because-
either.
because-
Never. Not for me either. B. No ways.
Show a
because he
clip,
deserved the
2
Ballon
minutes
d'Or.
with Salah's goals. I wouldn't even choose that one.
I
Or
wouldn't also
Salah's
choose
goals for
that.
that season. That
Yeah.
is the last one on the list.
That's the last one on my
Yeah.
mind as well. Who would you prefer, Isidore, in the final, Madrid or City?
Madrid, my bro. We seeking revenge.
Yeah, Aslam said the exact same thing as well. Peace, who would you prefer?
I would prefer City, but Madrid will make for a better final for the neutral. I feel we
I
can
want
beat
City.
City in the Champions League.
I want
final.
City, man, but I know I'm
afraid of Madrid. I'm afraid of Madrid because you know what they
Rightfully
can do.
so. Rightfully so. Because Madrid don't know when they beaten, bruh.
Yeah,
No,
They
that's
were
the
supposed
thing.
to be out against Chelsea. They were 3-0 down. 3-0 down
Yes.
on the Santiago Bernabeu. They were what?
And
Every
look at
time
that
2
first
goals
goal.
behind
That
City.
wasn't even a build-up. It was 2 passes, then it's goal.
Yeah.
No one did anything wrong. City wasn't out of position, nothing. It was just a good pass from Vinicius over the top. Poof, there's a goal. That
Wait,
goal, a
okay.
header from that side of the box. Come on.
True.
But
But
his
look,
goal,
let's
though.
touch on Liverpool. Obviously, a comfortable victory last night, Beast. Look, I know first off,
That
Obviously,
wasn't
Unai,
comfortable though, Davey. Whoa, that wasn't that
No.
comfortable.
come on,
That
man.
isn't that comfortable.
Unai was thinking out the place with his tactics by sitting back, man. I mean, eventually that's gonna tell.
But did you see the difference between Unai Emery and Simeone sitting back?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Simeone did in there, taking the pressure against City, and what Unai Emery did with Liverpool taking the pressure. And Villarreal wasn't cuck. Atletico Madrid was cuck. They were fighting ugly tackles. That was their definition of parking the bus. Where Villarreal, they split us open a few times. If it wasn't for Van Dijk, they would have had a few one-on-one chances there. There was a clip that Ferdinand was going through where he stepped out, where Van Dijk stepped out for the through ball, and they changed their whole plan. Like they wanted to play a through ball, they couldn't because Van Dijk moved. And that is the only reason why they couldn't penetrate us. And I was hoping they don't score in the first half because nothing was going in for us. Second half, when the first goal went in, I just saw Villarreal. Now they're collapsing, and I feel we should have scored more. After that first one went in, we had opportunities. Salah, the right foot, Trent. Yeah.
But check your business. That happened on Sunday as well against Everton also. We didn't score in the first half. Because I remember Everton was in our heads also with all that frustration. You can hear it also around the crowd.
Extremely impressed
all
with
of that.
them. I was extremely impressed with Everton in the first half.
Oh.
Extremely.
Yeah, like Peter Bury said, Everton came there with a game plan. And that is what they've got. But the thing is, like Michael Owen also said, nobody was taking on the players or the defenders. What did Diaz do when he came on? Look at that touch, my bro. Out of the air. Yes. They took on Seamless Coleman for the first time. They got the corner. That is what Liverpool should have done. That's why I say when Mane and Jota then plays, they don't take on the players. But if Mane plays on the left hand side, he takes on the defenders. And that is what didn't happen on Sunday.
Yeah, you're right.
I prefer Diaz, Salah, Mane through the middle, and if it doesn't work, Mane for Firmino. If you push Mane wide, take Diaz off, put Firmino. If Diaz is not doing it, but our starting should be Diaz, Mane through the middle. Mane's last few goals came because he was playing through the middle. He scored 2 braces coming through the middle. I just want to comment on what Aslam said there. He's talking about the Real Madrid. Got respect for them, but this is a different team, hungrier than the last time. I also have respect for Madrid, but I feel they'll make for a better final than City. City, I think, will be better for us if we get them because their focus is going to be League and Champions League still. If they get kicked out by Real Madrid, the league is gone. Then we're out of it. Then I don't see them slipping points in the league because of the Champions League being nothing. Because I think everyone thinks that way, that their main focus is Champions League. That's the one thing they didn't win yet. Pep wants that.
It's Pep's.
Yeah.
He wants it.
Yeah, true.
And I think City could have been at least 5-1 up first.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
Yo, the way
Pep also, the way Pep went on the field also, that already tells you, my bro, the frustration in that man's face also. When Maris also, when it was 2-0, Maris had a chance on his right hand side. Then Pep also go throw the bottle of water also.
But he could have
The
paused.
first half, I think, no?
Yeah, he could have paused him. Maris could have paused.
The Brainer was there.
De Bruyne, and Jesus. You could have paused him. And they're finishing. Foden's finishing. Maris is finishing. I always maintain a player will never want to miss on purpose. Never. And Maris has been putting them away for City this season. It's just plain unlucky, I feel.
Look, let's talk quadruple first and foremost. You still dreaming of the quadruple, Beast Raoni?
All the way.
Is it on your side?
All the way, bro. All the way.
You were going to say something, Beast?
Now, so I'm patiently waiting for City to slip up because in my mind now, the only thing that can take the quadruple away from us is that we need City to drop points. There's nothing we can do about it. We had an opportunity when we played them. We didn't take that opportunity. So now we must hope that they slip a point. But the other 3 should be ours. Because it's in our hands.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because I want to actually come on to the race. I'll just mention there's 5 games left from each team respectively. Obviously, City play Leeds away this weekend, then Newcastle at home, Wolves away, West Ham away, the fixture which you mentioned, Beast, and Villa at home at the end. Obviously, maybe Coutinho and Gerrard can do you guys a favor. You never know. Pools lost. Okay, 5 games read like this. Newcastle away. I think that's going to be a tough one as well
Yeah.
with Newcastle on the up. Even though you always win them there. Spurs at home. I hope you beat them. Villa away. Sutton away. Wolves at home. Isidore, where do you think it will be won and lost, my man? The same question to Beast and the same question to Benny B. Which game out of the lot?
Yo, look, as you mentioned now, we're playing Newcastle this weekend. That game for me, David D, that is nerve-wracking, that game, bro. Because the
It's a
way
sticky
Newcastle
game.
playing, yeah, because Newcastle is playing now footy, bro. And in Czechia, we're playing St. James's Park. And also the worrying thing is we're playing first game on Saturday, bro. First game, bro. So we played
prefer
last
that.
night. So we played last night. It's Thursday, Friday, 2 days and a half day off. That is recovery mode for Liverpool. That is why you saw Trent came off. Who else? Other people also came off as well. But look, is that game Newcastle sticky? But I still see us win them 2-1. The Spurs game, you don't know which Spurs is gonna come onto that field because you will get the Spurs like the City one, then they will go lose to Burnley like that. So that game also for me, but I would say the other 3 games. I think it's Wolves the last game.
Villa,
Saints is also,
and Southampton away and Wolves at home.
yeah, those
Think
games
you've
we
got
can
that.
we
That
can
Villa
win.
Southampton for me,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a shit show because that is
I feel the Wolves
that's
fixture.
game slotted in. No,
Yeah.
the only reason why I say those Southampton and Villa fixture is a tricky one is because those are rescheduled games.
yeah,
Because of
Yeah,
the FA
that's the
Cup
thing as
final and
well.
Champions League semi-final.
Exactly.
So that's
Ah.
a Tuesday night, Thursday night shit that's coming
so-
in.
And Southampton
We're
had a
supposed to play
whole week to
Southampton.
prepare. Yeah.
exactly.
We're supposed to play Southampton the 14th, the 15th, and then the 14th is the FA Cup final. So we played in the next
So
Tuesday or the next Thursday.
so basically,
And
in a
Villa the
nutshell,
same, we played in Tuesday.
yeah. So basically, in a nutshell, it's like Klopp said, it's 2 games a week now. From here now onwards, going forward, and that is now the FA Cup included also.
Of course.
Wolves is a tough game for anyone away. Wolves can beat any team on their day at home. They're a
True.
tough team on that Molineux.
Czechia
Look,
also
I'm not
made
gonna
it.
lie. I'm enjoying this title
So
race.
who's
I'm
play
loving
City
it.
also?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
play
so.
City,
City
yeah.
Yeah.
Play
Yeah.
City also.
Yeah.
I play City away. We playing Wolves.
Wolves
away,
can
bro.
have a big say in this title race.
Agree, my
Huge
bro.
say.
Agree.
So it's Villa, Wolves, and West
Both
Ham at
teams.
all three of that
Yeah.
both teams play.
Yeah.
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 Hey, but
No,
we
no,
don't
West
play
Ham,
West
not
Ham.
West Ham,
We
West
don't play West Ham, Beast.
Not West
We
Ham,
don't
bro.
play West Ham. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just-
we don't play West Ham.
we play Spurs. We play Spurs.
But you see
they play
also,
West Ham.
it depends also on the 2 legs of West Ham because I don't know if you guys watched the Chelsea game. Declan Rice and Joe Bowen was on the bench, my bro. So that is already telling me that Moyes is
Yeah.
putting his egg in one basket to
Yeah.
win this competition. And remember, if you win that competition, you're playing Champions League
They're
playoffs,
going
my
to the
bro.
Champions League, yeah.
There we go. So that is also another thing also.
It just
They're
makes
not
more
going to
sense.
play-
It
you're
just
not
makes
going
more
to
sense
playoffs.
than to fight. No, it's direct.
You go straight to the Champions
straight.
League, bro.
It's
Oh,
straight
that's right.
promotion.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's more
Okay,
difficult
that's
for
okay.
West Ham
West
to
Ham-
overtake Arsenal and Spurs and United.
Yeah.
right.
Then
There we
it's
go.
easier
I
to
was
win.
just
Europe.
gonna
And
say
United did that exact same thing when
Yeah.
Mourinho was here. It was easier for United to win the Europa League that season against Ajax, I think, in the final. It was easier than we were sixth the whole season.
I
The
remember.
entire season we were sixth.
He put all his eggs in that basket near the end, Benny, if I'm
Yeah,
if I'm
we
not
gave up in the league. I mean,
Yeah, he gave
kids
up,
were
yeah.
playing. Kids were
Now,
playing.
boys is gonna do that now, my bro. He's gonna go
I also
that
think
route.
so. I also think
He's
so.
gonna go that route.
I hope so.
So
then-
I say I
He
hope so.
should. He should.
Aslam, that would be the perfect end. The perfect end to the season.
Aslav has been banging on this drum for
That's
a
the
while,
perfect
my
end to
man,
the
so you
season.
never know, bro.
And the way your season is going now, no? The way yours, I mean, Origi came on and scored again against Everton. Man. The way your
Brilliant.
Yeah,
season is
again,
going,
brilliant.
Divock.
I
love
wouldn't be
Divock.
surprised
I
if this
like
should
Divock.
happen. I wouldn't be surprised if this should happen.
I
To
also
be
wouldn't.
honest.
Prediction for Newcastle Liverpool beast around here?
Early game. I love an early game, especially to put the pressure back on City. I'm not writing Newcastle off, but I don't see Fazlus Talib's people scoring there. So 3 love.
Fair
Go,
enough.
love.
Penny B?
3-2, Liverpool.
I also go with that one. Isidore?
3 love. 3 love.
3-1 Liverpool.
Fair enough. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like. Here we go.
Isidore, before you
Sacramento,
say,
bro.
our last 19 games, our last 19 games, we conceded 2 goals.
That's the thing.
Don't give Newcastle a goal that easily. That's Champions League, league included, everything.
I'm thinking
We
form.
conceded 2 goals.
I'm thinking form. Newcastle is playing brilliant. Like, they're not just
That's
winning
also the
games.
other thing.
They're winning games,
also-
playing brilliant football, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I feel they're the form team now, aren't they? Them and Liverpool,
They are.
1 and 2.
Them and Paul, yeah. They are.
1 and
I
2.
think-
So this is a brilliant game. This is a
Yeah.
form game.
Brilliant game. It's a brilliant game.
Oh, yeah.
But
But
we need
anyways-
to.
And sorry, advantage
no,
Newcastle
go ahead.
because you guys played on Wednesday. Advantage Newcastle. Luckily for you
No,
guys,
yeah.
it was on air.
True.
With our squad depth, now, I don't care who he plays.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
way he's
thing.
rotating these players for the
Away.
past few months,
That's
everyone
the
is
Your
thing.
bringing
front
their
line,
part.
especially with your front line and your midfield.
Yeah. And now saying the
Anyone next to Van Dijk,
has
anyone
never
next to Van
played
Dijk.
for the last, I think 6 or 7 games. Van Dijk has not played with the same partner for the part like in a row consecutively.
Yeah.
It's 1 week Konate, 1 week Matip. Gomez
And
right
it's the
back.
same performance
So,
every
yeah.
single week.
Yeah.
That
It's
levels
a good
don't
problem.
drop.
It's a brilliant problem to have.
That
though.
levels don't drop.
Brilliant.
That's why I say it's not the
Brilliant.
player. I can go to Liverpool and be a brilliant centre back. It is the system. kids. It is
Yeah.
the
It is the
system.
system.
It is the system. The
And
system
Jurgen
is
Klopp.
brilliant.
And Jurgen Klopp also.
Yeah, Klopp is the system, bro.
Yeah, look, let's touch on that, by the way, before we go to the prediction. Klopp has now signed until 2026. Gee whiz, Benny, it's going to be long for us, eh?
The pain.
Isidore,
Wow.
your thoughts?
Wow. Check here, I'm speaking Siko for every Liverpool fan here. Brilliant news, my bro. 2026. Just the other day, Klopp was talking about it's still the same. He's gonna retire 2024. Today, my bro, after we won Villarreal, to get this news, your coach, you're the best coach for me of Liverpool. Contract extension. I even called my father-in-law to tell him this. That man was ecstatic, my bro. So I'm ecstatic as well, my bro.
There was 2 issues that he said there while he was signing the contract. When they interviewed him, he said, "I want the Mane and the Salah issue resolved." That's all he said.
I was just about to
When they
include
asked
that
him,
also.
summer signings and who's coming, who's going. I know Mully's going, Origi's going, but he wants Mane and Salah sorted out. We know we have replacements for them, but it's just ideal that we keep them because the way
I'd be
we're
mad to
playing-
lose both. I'd be mad to lose both.
Yeah.
You can't lose both.
Exactly, Benny.
You can't lose both. No matter how brilliant it is, the depth in your team, you can't replace Salah and Mane.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, you have Jota, you have Luis Diaz. But to lose Origi, Salah, and Mane,
Nah, I think Penny, not just the people in general. Like it will be like a baby United issue where the morale will be dropped in the dressing room, not because they not playing anymore, but they left. So we know that's our 2 best front 2 going forward, and we lost both of them. What does that do to the rest of the players in the changing room? Like that can be me. You can be replaced.
And check it also the goal on Saturday when on Sunday against Everton when Origi scored it. Look how Klopp hugged Origi. That was like wasn't like they said 5 Mississippi, my bro. That was like a hug to almost tell Origi, yeah, my bro, I'm so sad that you're leaving this club. But
well, if you only
Origi-
play Everton, then what the fuck must he do? He literally plays against Everton. He doesn't play anywhere else.
He's a specialist, my bro. That's a specialist.
But you know what? He comes from
They
the
have him for the entire. He trains for the entire year to play 10 minutes against Everton.
To score a goal.
I was just gonna get onto this.
Doesn't matter.
This is Aslam was saying now, where the contract issue with Salah. Even Hani had a video on TikTok that I didn't agree with, where he was saying Liverpool is being racist towards Salah because he's an African player. So you compare them to United players that's earning top money and other players that's earning like double what Salah earns. And I think what a lot of fans don't understand is that the Liverpool salary bracket is the player knows about that before he even gets there.
Before
He
you
knows,
get there.
like, if you look at Liverpool, no, Van Dijk is the highest paid player for a Liverpool. If you just compare Liverpool with Liverpool, apples with apples, Van Dijk is the highest earning player there. 20,000 cheaper than or more expensive than Salah. Thiago also on 200. Van Dijk 220, the rest of them was on 200. Trent 180, he was on 60 for the past 4 years. When he got his extension now this year, he went up triple, 180. But we don't surpass 200. So you can't blame a structure that was there before you got there. You know the structure, so whether you are winning Ballon d'Ors week in, year in, year out, 4 in a row,
It's the
our
business
bracket
model,
is
yeah.
200. We
That's the
don't
business
go
model.
past 200. If
Exactly.
it's about money, then we go into we can't afford you. You are a brilliant player, but we can't afford you. Philippe Coutinho, there you go. Luis Suarez, there you go. Steve McManaman, Robbie Fowler. It's all the same. That was purely money. They wanted more money. We couldn't afford it. So now people is using racism and he's an African player. We don't pay that money. And our highest earning players, the top 6 list, is all of color. The first white one that comes in there is Henderson.
Henderson, yeah, I was about to say now.
Henderson and Adams.
Look, go ahead. Henderson.
No, that's fine.
Look, for me,
I say Henderson was the one up there, man.
look what I agree with what you're saying, because your structure is there. The structure has worked for you for so many years already. Why are you going to change that? The player knows there's a reason why that club has run so well. For me personally, I look at my club. I see my club signing Benjamin Ben me over, and you know the rest of that for 50 million. When Liverpool go in and sign Konate for 35 million, I'm like, what? Only Liverpool can sell Dominic Solanke and get 20 million for him. He hasn't played like Dominic Solanke. They get money for him. Who's the other one? Bruce.
Jordan Ibe. Jordan Ibe.
Brewster's another one that was so left without playing a Premier League game.
Brewster's 25 to Sheffield. Who's that, bro? Who did I say now? Jordan Ibe to Bournemouth. 15 million.
That's brilliant business. That's the way I like to see business done. I look at it this way. If Guendouzi was at Liverpool, I can promise you there's no way that Liverpool board is taking 8 million for Guendouzi. A French international now all of a sudden banging it up in France. Liverpool is easily getting 40 million for Guendouzi. Makkelijk. So that's why I credit to, for me, Liverpool, Leicester, 2 brilliantly run clubs in my opinion, honestly. And obviously City, of course. But again, that stems from the top.
Spurs got 40 for Dele Alli. Spurs got 40 for Dele Alli.
Right down to the bottom.
Spurs
Anyways,
got 40 for Dele Alli.
That also.
City paid 100 million for Jack Grealish.
City paid 100 million for Jack Grealish, bro.
That's
United
nothing.
paid 80 million for Harry Maguire.
That's nothing. I heard this today. Liverpool only played 21 million for Thiago, my bro. Not
For
25
Thiago.
million.
Yeah.
21 million, my bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have to admit, he's
But
purring at the moment.
his salary is up there.
Yeah.
He's in our top 3 of salaries. He earns one of the most, but it's fine.
He
Because
was
his
also in the
transfer
last
fee
year
wasn't
of
that
his
much.
contract. Yeah, he was in the last year of his contract.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I think it-
purring at
And
the moment.
as long as he said Mane is on 100, so Mane will also go to 200 easily because Trent's increase came through from 60 to 180.
Yeah.
Mane never got 180. He must forget his.
Yeah, that's
So
what of
he's
Thiago
easily
last
going to
night,
get
my
200
bro.
to 220 also.
Against the bar, yes.
He's brilliant. Thiago's on fire, my man. I love it. I'm glad to see that, man, because he had a bit of an indifferent
And the way he
season last year with
controls the game.
injuries, COVID, and all
Yeah,
of that
that
stuff.
one
But
is a
this is
fire.
the Thiago I wanted to see. Like, this is the Thiago that I saw at Bayern Munich. I wanted to see this kind of Thiago now at Liverpool. Anyways, it's
Remember that pod we had?
Go ahead. That pod we had. Go ahead.
That pod we had, I was still in Joburg, man. I was doing it at work. And then we were on the Thiago topic. That's the season when Van Dijk was out and Mane and Salah was not firing and all of it. And I was saying that Thiago came into a Liverpool team that no one wants to come into. Nothing is going right for us. So he's doing stuff that he's not supposed to be doing. we must just be on that level where we can let Thiago be Thiago, and our wish
Yeah.
came true because this season he's being
Yeah.
Thiago.
Yeah, he's
Look at
brilliant.
Henderson on the bench every second week, but he's
Yeah.
our captain, but it's part of
Exactly.
the system.
Yeah.
Henderson can't play
Yeah,
But
but
when he
look-
comes on,
We
when he comes
enjoy
on,
it
when
when
he
he
comes on, he
in from the
changes the
bench.
game.
So that's
That's
the
the
way it
thing.
goes.
I think
He
against
changes the
Everton,
game.
Yeah,
against Everton, I think he was the one
Exactly.
that brought that leadership there, and he calmed, he
Mm.
steadied the ship. Actually, that changed for me personally.
Bravo.
Won Liverpool the game. He just came there with his leadership
Yeah.
and steadied the ship. Like,
That
'cause
25
before that, the
minutes
game was
of
going
Henderson,
haywire.
that 25 minutes of Henderson against Everton on the weekend was 25 minutes better than Harry Maguire has ever captain Manchester United. Ever.
and Robertson
That
Robertson
25
had
minutes.
Robertson's interview. Sorry, Benko.
Go ahead.
Nah,
Sorry?
I must fucking saying 25 minutes. Robertson had an interview where they asked him about Jordan Henderson, man. Then he said, if Liverpool is having a bad day and the game is on, any midfielder that's next to Henderson gets stuck by him. When he runs past you, just his pressing game gives everyone that pressing game. Like, if you don't do it, you're out. You're gonna stand out like a sore thumb because everyone is moving and he controls that moving. He goes up the goal of Salah and Villarreal when they asked Henderson about his movement. Then he says, my job is to move, but not to get the ball. Because I'm not going to score. That was a fluke goal by him. He wanted to cross that ball. But he says his movement is one of two things. When I move into space, I'm either going to take the defender with me, he's going to open up space for Trent, he's going to come through. If the defender doesn't come with me, he's going to cover Trent, but then I'm open to get the ball. So him doing that allows Fabinho and Thiago to be themselves, Keita to be himself. And because of him, he brings out the best, I feel, for the other midfielders, which any team should have. You should have that one sweeper, vacuum cleaner, you can call him whatever. But he makes the job lighter for everyone else. And that's what Pogba wants. Pogba gets it by France because Kante is a vacuum. And that's why everyone says Pogba is one of the best players. But by United, he doesn't get that because he has McFred behind him or he has Matic behind him. Where do you see Pogba being able to stand on the ball and you have that cuck with you?
Fair enough. That's actually a brilliant comment by Aslam as well, because I think this happened in the Inter game, if I'm not mistaken. Beast and Isidore. Trent was struggling, and then Henderson came on, and then you guys went on to win the game. Look, big up to you guys in the chat box as always. You guys are making the comment section fire as always. Like the thing, share the thing, subscribe to the thing, and of course, like I said, you guys are knowledgeable in the comment box as well. I'm enjoying the spot, I must admit. I can't believe it, only an hour in. Time flies when you're having fun. But let's come on to the awards now. So I want us to start off. I don't know which award do you think we should start off. Of course, I've told you guys exactly. But look, let's start first and foremost with, where was I now? Your club signing of the season. Benny B, I'll start with you. Name your club specifically, and I want the people in the comment section to get involved with this as well. United signing of the season.
Has to be CR7. The only one scoring.
I'll agree with that. Isidore, your signing of the season for Liverpool?
That's
Yo,
not
bruh,
even enough.
this-
Bruh,
this-
if you're gonna say another name, Isidore, I'm gonna mute you myself.
I'm thinking the exact same thing.
Good evening, Faba.
Evening, Faba.
Evening. Is it bye?
That's Una Emery. No,
Check
not even
like Aslam said, Kunate,
What?
but I will go for Diaz, bro.
Yo, I was now gonna say it, Isidore.
I was gonna go with him as well. I'd even
Yeah.
go.
Liverpool-
Look,
Liverpool's option.
that's a show for the end of the season, though. But Diaz is my signing of the season for me personally. The way he's invigorated
Yeah.
that squad, the
For me
life he's
also.
brought to that front line for me. But that's a show for the end of season pod, the last pod of the season. Peace up. Your signing for Liverpool of the season?
Inevitable, Diaz. You can't not speak English and play that way. And train every day with players you can't speak to. And Saturday you play with him and you do that, man. Like, how are you that good? Because they say in football, communication is one of the main things. He can't speak to no one.
He speaks Portuguese. He can speak to the Brazilians.
Fair enough. You can.
Who's he going to speak to? Ellison. From there,
Alisson,
run to
Fabinho.
Alisson, just tell Salah he must cross the ball.
Look, I
Alisson
think Diaz
running to
a
Salah.
resounding. My signing of the season for Arsenal has to be Ramsdale, really. Simply
Yeah.
just because I was against the
Yo.
signing, and he has proved me wrong. For me personally, Ramsdale has proved me wrong. So for Arsenal, I'm giving it to Ramsdale, hands down.
Ben White close
Ma-
second or what?
no, I'm getting. Don't worry. Ben White does. Benjamin does have a mention in my awards. Don't worry. Benjamin does have a mention. Don't worry. This is an interesting point. I never knew this actually. I saw this earlier. Stop it, beast. Konate never lost the game since he joined Liverpool. That is mad to me, actually. No.
And he
Yeah.
also scored
Wait,
2
he's
goals
there
now.
12 years now. He's
Yeah.
there 12 years.
Just oh my word. Can you at least give us team news or something,
Yo,
Benny? Like
Benny.
not giving us no
Yo,
team news of
Benny.
United.
Die, Benny. Benny, is maar make my whole backdrop fall off here.
I even lost where I was now. Your club's most improved player of the season, Benny B. Talk to me.
Fred. Fred's our he's our most improved by far.
I'll
Fred.
agree with that. Is it all yours, Liverpool?
Yo, bro, who didn't improve at Liverpool? That whole team
That's the
improved,
thing.
bro.
That's the most. Who's the most improved?
Yo, I can't
Who's
say
the
me, bro.
most-
I would say Curtis Jones.
That's a shout. That's definitely a
That's a
shout.
very, very good shout. Very, very
That's
good shout.
definitely a shout.
Peace, Ronnie.
Nah, I would say Keita. Because of when he got there, his first season, to what he did this season. So I understand the youngster part of what Isidore, where he's coming from. But we wanted Keita for this season. Same like with Thiago. And I
Yeah.
But
think
I feel Thiago.
Thiago's-
For me, it's Thiago for me because the Thiago of
Yeah.
last season, that Thiago to the Thiago of this season, bro.
yeah, but now the Thiago that is playing now is because Liverpool is better. Keita
Yeah.
was in the best Liverpool team where we were firing on all cylinders and we didn't see that Keita. This
Yeah.
season we are seeing it, so I'll give it to Keita.
But you see, that's why I say that the whole Liverpool team improved, my bro. Not just one. But I agree with Beast also, Keita, for me as
Let's
well.
talk about the top four being wide open. The Chelsea's are only 11 points ahead of United. We have 4 games left at 16 points.
Exactly.
Let's go.
Fantablicky.
Look at you just firing shots.
He was
Anyways,
tonight, Benny.
my most improved player for Arsenal for me is Martinelli. Given the way that he was frozen out of the team, then came in, had to play up front and even on the left side. And I think, Pista, you can disagree with me if you like, but I think every time Martinelli plays up against Trent has a very, very difficult time to say the least. So, most improved for me, I'm giving it
I
Martinelli.
want to see that guy in the World Cup.
Sorry?
I want to
Martinelli.
see him in the World Cup.
I also want to see if he's going to get selected, though. That's the thing.
I think you will. I choose him over Richarlison.
Matip,
Not definitely.
any day.
Matip.
Any day.
For me, Arsenal.
Matip is
for
also
me,
a good shout.
Yeah.
You were going to say something,
most
Benny?
improved. For me, it's difficult
Yeah,
with
that Matip is
Arsenal.
one most
But for me, Odegaard. He's having
yeah,
a much
that as
better
well.
season than last season.
Than last season.
But I don't.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
see.
a very, very good shot as well.
I don't. Okay, there's no one else because, like I said, fuck no. Saka had a
I-
brilliant season last season. Saka had a brilliant season last season, so I wouldn't say most improved.
Debbie and Smith Rowe.
Sorry?
Smith Rowe.
Nah,
He didn't play last season.
Smith Rowe only came into the fold in December, and the thing with Smith Rowe is he's been out of the squad most of the time. He comes off from the bench, that type of thing. Look, he's got double figures, so for a youngster his age, but he doesn't really play as much. If I can put it that way, is a moment. But Odegaard, definitely Odegaard, I will agree with that. He's another player that's proved me wrong as well. So yeah, fair dues.
Check
Where
it,
am I
Debbie. What
now?
about El Many, my bro?
You know what? That
One
is-
game. One game.
No. You know what?
Hey,
I'm a bit
one-
all over the place. Since Partey got injured, our midfield was all
Is it
over
us
the place.
watching Arsenal's training?
No, I'm
Tell me
watching
what,
the
now,
game,
now.
my bro.
Look, put some respect on El Nene's name, no?
Yeah,
Our midfield was all over the place with
Rocky
Lakonga
no.
next to Xhaka. I think
exactly.
the fact that El Nene came in there and brought
Mm.
some balance to that side is the main reason why Granit Xhaka has been doing so well in this last
Ah,
two games as well.
that's right.
And what I like about El Nene, he knows his limitations. He knows how far to go. He
Mm.
gets the ball, he passes it. He doesn't do anything fancy. And we needed that to bring some balance and stability into our midfield. So
That's why you guys want
And
Chelsea.
I thought Partey was going to bring that. I thought that
I
was going to be
thought so.
Partey coming back
I
from the
hope he comes
AFCON.
back though.
I
We need
feel,
Partey back.
yeah, Party next season will he'll have adjusted to the league.
I hope so, bro. He's always fucking
And he also has
injured.
he has a blind injury record. He was out
He
in-
met
against
TN only by
Marcus
us. Only
Rashford,
by us.
Ronaldo in Ilanga in front, Bruno, Matic, Scott, Rafael Varane, Lindelof at the
Ilanga
back
for
with
the
Diego
fantasy.
Tello, Teles on the left, David Aya in the box, in the poles. Yo, we have a,
who's that
we
in the
have
back
a
lineup?
whole sub bench of just kids and
Bring the kids in.
pensioners.
Penny, before we move along, we didn't chat about this before we come on to Unsung Hero. What did you think of Hannibal that came on? I like that kid actually.
Brad, the
Against
energy, he
Liverpool.
was the one that showed United how to play against Liverpool.
Yeah. Even
He was the
Scholes,
only
even
one that
out
came
of
on
it.
and had
He was-
balls to
Yeah.
play against Liverpool. And
He almost got
why
the
you
red
have
card.
what I can understand is if you have a motivation issue, if you have a determination issue, you have a passion issue, if you have a fuck me issue, don't you play the kids? Why don't you play the kids?
Mm.
That will give you that. That will give you that because now you have quality first team stars that are proper shit. That is giving you nothing. Why don't you play the kids that will give you everything? Because you have Ilanga, you see the bite and the grit and the determination of Atleti. You're gonna get that from every single academy player that is on that bench. Why not play them?
Check here.
We have
Benny,
nothing more for the season.
Benny, now that you bring up Alanga, wasn't that a penalty, my bro, against Arsenal when he ran
No.
through?
I don't think so. I don't think
Tavares.
it's enough in it though.
Nah, my bro, it's a penalty.
But I've seen it given. Look, to be fair, I've seen it given. I missed mine.
Yeah.
It was soft. It was soft. It would have been soft. It would have been soft.
Mm.
But for me,
But in
it's
Isidor's
a- it's a
defense, I've
handball.
seen them given. I thought on first glance, I thought, shit, this is a penalty.
Yeah, whoa.
I've
Yeah,
seen
but
them
that-
given.
But Alanga rattled Tavares or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
my bro.
Tavares
Yeah.
rattled himself. Tavares is erratic and
Yeah.
chaotic
He was
all over the
Scala.
place.
He was Scala. He was Scala. Tavares was Scala.
Tavares rattled himself. Tavares
Every
is
time
thinking, oh
and
my
he scored
lord.
against
Rattled
us, man, and
himself.
He scored.
Yeah.
He scored,
He
man.
rattled himself.
He gave away a penalty also. Every
Yeah.
time we
all over the
ran at
place, man.
Tavares, we beat him. Every time we ran at him, all of our attacks came on the right hand side.
On the
against
right-hand
Tavares.
side.
Tavares Cedric gave me
Yeah.
heart palpitations through that game, my bro.
Yo, I was
Anyway.
Cedric with a panic, man. Cedric with a panic, brother. Only
Yo.
thing is, you can't blame Maguire for all the shit that is going on by United.
Aye, bro, you
Oh,
can't.
Because brother
nah,
man
no.
didn't play. You
I'm
can't
so
blame
glad to see
Maguire.
Tommy Yasu back, my bro. You have no idea. Unsung hero of the season, Benny B.
Ole,
Anthony.
Ole,
Woo!
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
The
You are better
unsung
than
hero.
that, man. He's my unsung hero. Because I miss him.
He was in 2 games this season.
I don't think we have an unsung hero.
Yo,
Ilanga? Ilanga or Martial? Very
He's no
close.
hero. He's no hero. None of them are heroes.
came up clutch against in Atletico Madrid's home ground for you, though, Ilanga.
None of them are heroes, bro.
Nah,
Not
fair
one.
enough. I hear you.
Maybe David, but he's just like the best of a bad fucking bunch.
True. Fair enough. Isidore, your unsung hero for Liverpool?
Can I say Jota?
Yeah.
Because he scored.
Yeah.
He's just after Salah, and it's his second.
I can go with that.
second season.
Can
I
also
would
I
say
go
can
for
Jota,
that.
yeah.
definitely go with that.
Fair enough.
Who-
Beast
I
Ronnie.
changed my mind now. I
Ah, you
was
see-
leaning
he's-
towards Henderson, man. Henderson as the role that he plays. But I can't say he's an unsung hero because it's not like it doesn't go unnoticed or what he does doesn't go unnoticed. He's the captain of the club. But I just feel that the credit that everyone else gets for what he does, that is the reason why I would call him an unsung hero, because he doesn't come on the stats list. If you look at stats of whatever, he can't be on there because what he does is not assist and pass and goals, but he allows everything else to happen. So I think I've convinced myself in this
also-
unsung hero.
And also just to add on to Beaster, they also remember
The
when
leadership
when it
also
was
for me.
yeah, exactly, Benny. That is what I was saying. Because remember when he took over the captaincy from Gerrard, all the Liverpool fans was against that also. Remember that. Because a lot of people was not happy about that. But look now, my bro. Look what it has done. Lifting the Champions League, the Carabao Cup now also. So he's been good for Liverpool for me. Like a captain also.
I was gonna
Fabinho
say
also.
Fabinho.
Fabinho.
I was gonna go with
Yeah.
Fabinho.
Fabinho does deserve a shout.
Yeah,
He does.
but
Yeah.
Aslam and
For me,
Jawad to
Jota.
say there, Robertson, Jota, Fab.
Yeah,
Everyone
because
has
I thought-
you would have a reason to choose whoever, man. There will be a
I think
reason
each
to
one
choose.
has
So
a fair
it comes
shout.
down
Yeah.
to
It's been a season like that for Liverpool where
Yeah.
you can choose
Yeah.
a proper 11
Anyone, and you can't
from
argue with this.
15 players.
Facts.
It's been a season like
Yeah.
that for Liverpool where
Agreed.
everything and everyone has pushed together. You have players that played 20 minutes against Everton for the season, and not
Yeah.
once was there a single complaint.
Mm.
This is what you're dealing with in a Liverpool dressing room. So they're just having a season where everything is going their way.
True.
Everything. And it's fucking sad.
Yeah.
Check it also David just I
Not
just want to
me.
add as well. After the Liverpool United game as well. I don't know, I can't even remember who they interviewed, but they also said, what do you guys think about the players that doesn't get game time? So they said even said that Henderson, the captain, go over to the consult them and tell them, look here, we're a team, man. So that is why there's no dressing room unrest at Liverpool. You see?
Unrest, yeah.
So that is what Klopp is also currently introducing. Because look, understandable from the back, goalkeeper to the front. Liverpool is a force to be reckoned with, my bro. The bench is there. Yeah, quite. He will play. He will play you now and then, but he's not gonna. I can guarantee you now already. He's not gonna play. What is the Japanese guy now?
Minamino.
Name again?
Minamino.
Minamino. Yeah,
Minamino.
he's not gonna play now again. He might play again in the Wolves game, in the last game, if that game is still gonna be title decider. Then he's not gonna play in there. But maybe in the FA Cup, I don't know, because he only played in the Carabao Cup. That is as far as I know, and all of it.
Like I said, it's a good problem to have,
The
my
thing
bro.
is, the bench will never be despondent if the 3 points is there every week.
Yeah.
Because then there's no reason for the bench to
get,
be
yeah.
despondent. You can't be on the bench and you're winning and you have a sad face. Like, I always use it as an example where their players were so happy last season, this season. You have the Brain, Mari, Sterling on the bench for 2 weeks in a row. No one is going to complain because they're doing what they're supposed to do. The issue comes
Exactly.
in when you don't win and you have
When you're not
the
winning,
Brain,
yeah,
Mahrez,
then the
Sterling on
unrest
the
comes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My unsung hero for
Yeah.
Arsenal is Tomiyasu. I'm going with Tommy T. The fact that you can see what's missing. I mean, he came on Saturday and you could already see the difference between him and Cedric. And I knew nothing about Tomiyasu, I'm not going to lie. I don't know if any of you watched Serie A and followed
No.
Bologna. I didn't
Now
know
and
Tomiyasu.
then.
I thought, what the hell are we signing here? But that's a proper defender that we needed in the back. So I'm going with Tomiyasu. Now, my favorite award for the season, flop of the season. Penny B, who's your flop? I can already guess who you're going to say.
Harry Maguire.
Harry Calvinator Maguire.
Kelvin Naita, my bro. Yo, you could have given him a
Harry
better name. Man.
Calvinator Maguire.
Why
Defy.
you couldn't give him a better preach than that, man?
Calvinator, bro. Calvinator.
Kelvin Naita, my bro.
Calvinator.
Yo.
In today's condition.
I don't even think Liverpool has flops. If anything,
And
you
probably
can
it's
they are
rusted.
the flops,
It's
probably.
rusted. It's
There's
yellow.
I don't see
It's
flops
wood.
at Liverpool. I can't even think about the player.
The
my
only
bro.
flops I have for Liverpool is certain fixtures that we should have won. But no individual will be my flop for the season.
I don't think you guys ever.
I'm not gonna do my team like
Really,
that.
even if I should mention,
I can't
actually-
think of a flop. I can't
Nah,
think of the player that I can think of that had a bad game here and there is Trent, but you can't say
You
because
can't look at his
Trent's good
numbers also.
outweigh-
His numbers.
Yeah.
His numbers
So,
also.
but when a Liverpool player did struggle in the game, it was Trent. That's
Yeah.
the only player that I saw struggle in this Liverpool team. No
Yeah.
other player. No other player.
No. Fair enough.
But look at
My
Gomez
flop.
coming in and doing exactly what Trent was supposed to do.
Exactly.
Brilliantly.
My flop. Who do you guys think is my flop for the season? I give you one guess.
Zaka.
Nah.
Granite.
No,
Laka. Laka.
Nope.
Obama Yang.
Never.
No,
No.
he's gone. Benjamin White.
Oh,
There you go. There
yeah,
you go.
that's right.
There it is. There you go. There's the player. This guy came in for 50
I don't
million.
agree with you. I don't agree with you there, bro. At all.
What
At
has he
all.
done? What has he done?
You're gonna tell me that you rate Lacazette's season over Benjamin White?
Yes.
Nah, David.
Like that, we should have lost the Crystal
Laka
Palace
didn't
on the.
score you. When
on
the
our
United
home-
Laka scored.
Laka scored. Laka rescued us a point, and when Laka came into the squad, he at least has some assists and that type of thing. What has Benjamin White done in our defense?
Brilliant defense. Clean sheets, bro.
No, that's not due to him. That's not down to him. I can tell you a time when Jota sent him sliding down there.
That's Ramsdale.
Nottingham Forest also look that goal that Nottingham Forest scored is because of him. Southampton goal 2 weeks ago. My guy's doing a tab brother. That's not a defender. Love Island tattooed twat. Don't like him. Swag defender. Swag. Pathetic. Anyways, that's a story for
Right.
another pod. Player of the season, Penny B. There can be only one.
For me,
CRC.
David
Harry
Dyer.
Maguire. This time is Defy.
Not CR7. CR7 actually missed quite a lot of sitters this season, James. Quite a lot. I was watching a video of all the assists that was missed from him, which is also the numbers is astronomical. But the sitters that he missed this season, I don't think our consistent player that's pulled off brilliant saves in every single game. The numbers of saves that he's made this season, for me, it has to be David Dyer.
Yeah, true. I
He's
think
going to
there's
be
a
our player
lot
of
of
the
games.
season as well.
There's a lot of games this season you don't win. You don't get the points. You don't get anything from that game if it's not for De Gea personally.
Yep.
I remember
agree.
the Wolves one at the beginning of
Yeah.
the season. That's one definitely that I can
And
remember.
Spurs, the 3-2 against Spurs also.
Yeah.
Spurs as well. I will agree with that. The De Gea as well. Isidore,
Baba.
player of the
Mo Salah.
season.
Mo Salah,
Must
my
be
bro.
Mo. Must be Mo. Pistaroni Escabab.
Mo.
His numbers allows you not to
Mm.
choose everyone else. You can't choose
Yeah.
anyone else.
Close second is
because
Van
of
Dijk.
what he does. You
Close
can't be top
second.
on assist and
Goal score.
he's second on
Yeah.
assist and he's first on goals.
Yeah.
How?
Who's
You
first
do
on
that.
assist?
De Bruyne.
Trent.
Maybe.
Oh, is het erin? Ja.
Trent. Yeah, Trent have a moersel lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liverpool.
So Salah
Liverpool
number
is
one,
top
Van
on
Dijk
everything.
close
Just
second.
you were saying something?
yeah. This is the Van Dijk of old.
Yeah.
Fair enough. My player of the season for Arsenal has to be Saka. There can be only one. So
Man, nigga,
look at Paul
Paul.
saying Benjamin looking fantastic. I like that, man.
He's not fantastic player.
Looking
Ah,
fantastic.
Paulie.
Paul probably didn't watch the whole show. Paul couldn't see you at the first 20 minutes of the show.
Yo. He's gonna come on
Prediction
a
tonight,
long
prediction tonight,
time.
please, Paul. I want to hear
Paul, what's
this.
your prediction, Paul? Your
I want to
prediction,
hear
please.
this.
Yeah, Paul, what's your prediction? Leave your prediction in the comment section, my bro.
Yo, Paul didn't join our pods in a long time.
For a while, eh?
Away.
But yeah,
This
that's
child
it
is
for the
going to high
awards.
school now. That's why he's back here, man.
That's it for the awards. Final thoughts. Beast around, I'll start with you. Your final thoughts, my brother.
I think my final thoughts I would have had nothing to say, but now when I see Paul in the comments, I have a lot to say.
Go
Nah,
ahead.
it is good to be back. It's been this 2 weeks
Looking
feels
more
like
like- more
it's
like
been a
two.
month, like it was international break. Yeah, just check Saturday Club State in the shade. Did you see exactly the same. Finish watching the other team. So before the game starts, exactly the same. Yeah, but it's been a while since we've been back, but it's good to be back because this 2 weeks felt like it was international break, but there was football. But with all the holidays and all the
Yeah.
Easter and whatever else, Pale tournament has been a hectic time for all of us. So yeah, football is back. At the Champions League and the title race for me is going to be
Yep.
it's a brilliant end to the season. Normally we get the season done 2 weeks ago. The season would have been done already, and we don't have that anymore. We haven't had it last season. We didn't have it the season before. So the Premier League is back. We're just waiting on United to join us. Chelsea to. What is it?
No. I owe Fabian a cap,
I
man.
suppose you're
Nigel
right,
is he's out of town at the moment. He's in Josie. Don't worry, your cap is coming soon, my guy. Don't worry, your cap is coming soon, my guy. Now that I just got that out of the way, pause. Carry on, Beast.
Nah, I think I covered everything. I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I'm very excited. Paul is very optimistic with his 2-1 and a Harbour person scoring and Ronaldo scoring. Scott back,
Yeah,
fully back. The last I heard
he's
is
in the team.
injured.
Yeah. Scott and Matic is in the team.
Oh,
Scott Matic, Bruno in the
Scott is-
middle.
By the way, I forgot to mention Amber Heard also as my flop of the season. Are you guys
Fuck,
checking out the Johnny Depp case, my man?
Away. Shame, bro.
Mad, no?
Shame.
I'm
shame.
enjoying it. I'm invested in it. Really, I can't wait till they bring her to the stand.
And
man.
one
I can't
last
wait.
request. Can we just send an invite? Can we just send an invite to Paul to join us on our next pod? I
There you
want
go.
Paul on a pod. Send him an invitation. No date. He must tell us when he's available.
You can come on Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday. I think we're going to do this again next week, Tuesday. I think. But the Champions League next week, right?
yeah. Yeah,
Next
that's
next
Champions
week.
League.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's next
we
week.
play
We'll be
Tuesday.
back next Thursday
We-
then. We'll be back Thursday then. So Paul
Yeah.
can join us Thursday if he's keen. Penny B,
I know
your final
Paul
thoughts,
has-
my bro.
I know Paul has been missing for a while. He has school meetings on a Tuesday and a Thursday with his child. So he
He's just
must
looking
just check
cut,
when he's
people.
available.
He's the Paul's child is just born though. Paul's like
Yeah, but he's been gone for 7 years.
Might be Ian as well. That's another sticky one. Yeah, that's
he used to
another
not say the
sticky one.
lighty. He used to say the lighty to the high school. That's why Paul can be. You're on the pod now. The child's not even a year yet.
Your final thoughts, Benny B?
Tonight the trauma and the pain continues. It's gonna be so hard, gents. It's gonna be so hard. I'm not even excited, but I'm actually sad when I see how shit United's playing. So yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, Benny and Davey. Yeah, look, fair enough. I won't know if there is Champions League. I don't know what it is like. That's uncharted territory for me, my man. That really is uncharted territory for me. I don't know about Benny. Benny at
I
least
knew
played in the
there was a toe dipped in that pond, but not the foot.
Huh? At
There was a
least,
toe
at least
dipped in
you
that
played
pond.
in it. At least, my bro. I don't know
There was
what
a-
it feels
I
like.
could see. Do you know that Bruno still has the most assists in the Champions League?
Yeah, it's mad. It's a crazy stat, my bro.
Away.
Nah, Tuesday and Wednesdays this season for me has been Netflix night, young. Really, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. Relaxing. Isidore, your final thoughts, my bro?
Yeah, big ups to the guys in the comments and also the show tonight. Like Bisa
Shout
said,
to the guys.
there's 2 weeks felt like international break with ESCOM at high priority. But yeah, look, for Liverpool to beat City to get into the FA Cup final, to beat United, to beat Everton, to beat what's the team's name, Villarreal, and for Klopp to sign a contract today has been a perfect week and a half for all Liverpool fans. And for me also, this coming weekend against Newcastle, it's gonna be a toughie. But like I said, my prediction is already still standing at 3-1. I just hope that Leeds can do something there. I'm not too optimistic, but maybe you never know because Leeds is also under a new manager also. The game I
And
watched the
I
game
have his
against,
number.
yeah, I watched the
They
game
have his number.
on Monday against Palace also. They drew there, no. So yeah, look, it's 5 games left. So everything's still to play for, quadruple or not. I don't care. Liverpool had a brilliant season that I've been. This is the Liverpool team in the Liverpool season that I was looking forward to as well.
Fair enough. Couldn't have summed it up any better. I think you spoke for all Liverpool fans across the world with that one, my man. But look, guys,
Exactly.
really, I appreciate you guys jumping on. It was awesome. Like you said, it has been a while. 2 weeks felt long. You don't really know what you've got until they take it away from you. Obviously, ESCOM
Yeah.
took it away from us, and of course the holidays. But we're back in full flow, and we're driving it right until the end of the season. Love to you guys in the comment section as always. You guys like Beaster and Benny
It
always
gets
say you
better
guys.
every week, no? It gets better every week.
Bro,
Yeah,
the comment section is mad. You guys make the show for love, appreciation. We are working on something as well. I might as well tell them in the comments, right? Of what we're working on. We are working
Why not?
currently on getting us sitting across the table from one another and working on having a live show with you guys, interacting with us, of course. So we are working on that. That is coming soon. And we are on TikTok as well. Hey, TikTok is actually mad, baby, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm new to TikTok and also we are on TikTok. So all you do, you go on TikTok, you type in DVD TV, you'll see clips of the pod come up there. You'll see reaction videos of me as well for the past week and that type of thing. I'm gonna be uploading more. Someone asked me today, why don't Beaster and Benny have reaction videos? Well, because I can't record somebody without their permission. So Benny and Beast, if you guys have reaction videos of you guys scoring a goal, please do send it to me and I'll upload it on TikTok if you don't mind. Same goes for you, Isidro.
Bro,
I'll
that
put it-
language.
I have one of
language,
Benny.
the
I have one
language.
of
Send me that one.
Benny. A
Send me
recent
that one. If
one.
you got one of Benny, send me that
Don't
one.
tell him that boss Beaster. Bro.
Beaster, do it. Send
No.
it. Beaster, send
No,
it,
I
bro.
sent it in the group. I sent it in the
nothing of
group.
this.
I sent it in the group.
Nothing of this. Yeah, nothing
I
of
sent
this
it in the
season.
group.
When?
I sent it in the group, man.
Never mind that. Anyways,
We're
good
watching
night.
that game
Good night,
on a
everybody.
Friday.
Here's Ralph talking.
Friday night.
Love yous. Love
It
yous.
was me and you alone watching that game.
Well, he's not even watching the game. But anyway,
Oh, that one. Oh, yes, I know. I know what one you have. Yeah. That's
I
one
know
you
which
can
one.
dial.
I think I also know which one. But people,
I thought it
love
was
for
me
the love.
crying.
We are out of here. Enjoy the Manchester United game. We'll be back next Thursday. It's Beaster Roni, Benny B, Isidro, and David. We are out of here. Bless.